Greetings! You are watching Education Inside Out with Tikisha Michelle. I am here today to talk to you about a program that is very beneficial, has been and will continue to be very beneficial in the community. There are so many different things that children have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And one thing is being a part of a family that is considered at risk. That's a family that may have some alcohol or some, I guess want to say drug type abuse type of situations that might be going on. And there are many children and youth who are living in these families each and every day. And today what we're going to talk about is a program that's been around for about 28 years. It's called Rainbow Days, and it was founded by Kathy Brown in 1982 in Dallas, Texas. And the focus of this program is giving children hope for a promising future. In spite of all they have to go through, there are programs out there that can help and benefit these children. And with benefiting the children, the family too is benefited. Now, this Rainbow Days is a curriculum-based support group program, okay? And this too was founded by Miss Kathy Brown. Right. And I have here with me today Bridgett Clark, who is a trained facilitator, and she is interested in sharing with you all about Rainbow Days and how she could also help in the community. So I'm going to let Bridgett tell us a little bit more about Rainbow Days. What would you like to share with us today, Bridgett?
Okay, I would like to share, like she said earlier, that it is a curriculum-based support group program.
Okay. All right.
Okay, and the focus is education.
All right.
It's prevention. We're trying to educate our children as far as making healthy choices. It is not a therapy group. So we're not trying to fix their problems. We're just trying to educate the children, giving them ways to make healthier and better choices in life.
Okay.
And she said before, it targets high-risk children. And sometimes the children, the reason why they're at high risk, it doesn't have anything to do with the kids themselves, but maybe the family that they're from.
Yes, sometimes that is a problem.
You know, the community.
Right.
You know, and also it also targets, you know, children that have already been in some type of trouble. You know, maybe that's already have experienced, you know, drugs, truancy, you know, at school, you know, children like that also.
All right. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something that they've had in their home. It could just be from the community, their environment.
Correct.
Okay, not necessarily their home environment, but their community environment could be something that has affected them and has caused them to either be directly affected by some type of substance abuse, or they have had they've participated in it themselves.
Correct.
Okay, so and what Rainbow Days is going to do is it's going to either help with prevention or give them an opportunity to make better choices.
Correct.
So that they can continue to have a successful and a healthier life.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. Right. And also it is an evidence-based program that teaches, you know, children and youth to set life skills, you know, better life skills. Okay. You know, it help them, you know, put better life skills, you know, in place.
All right. Sounds real good. Real
and
good.
It teaches them to learn how to resist. There a couple of the sessions teaches them how to resist peer pressure.
Oh.
You know, which is
that's a big deal. Peer pressure, especially you think, and sometimes we think that peer pressure starts like in the teenage years.
Yes.
And peer pressure begins even, gosh, I guess we can even say kindergarten.
Oh, yes.
When peer pressure begins, because I have to keep my friends with me, right?
Correct.
But that's not, so we have to begin training the children even as young. I think when does Rainbow Days begin? Age 4.
Age 4.
Children begin having problems very early in life, and Rainbow Days has considered that and has a program that begins even as early as the age of 4.
Correct. Wow. And it also help them set goals. And to achieve goals, like I said, and that starts, you know, very young also. And also, it also teaches them refusal
techniques.
Yes, as far as, you know, alcohol, tobacco, and saying no to other drugs.
Wow.
Also.
That's very, very important, because sometimes that, like we talked about, the peer pressure, community enforcers, things that just make us want to be a part of. Just that's everybody just wants to be a part of something. And sometimes children, when they get into those situations and they want to be a part of, they don't always think to say no. They don't always think to refuse those things that aren't good for them.
Yes.
And it's good. So Rainbow Days is making sure that they get started with children early to prevent these things from happening. Because when we see, especially when teachers see children in school, the focus is to educate them.
Correct.
But if they're having problems, if they're in an environment that's causing them to have to deal with these types of situations, then their focus may not always be on the learning that teachers want to do. So there's help. Parents, teachers, there is help. Rainbow Days Inc., started by Miss Kathy Brown in 1982, is up, and it's really working.
Yes, it is.
In the Metroplex. It is really working. It's helped, I believe I saw over 107,000 children.
Yes.
Over the past that many years. I believe I see something here that says it services over 9,500 children and youth and over 200 parents at more than 80 different community-based sites, schools, homeless shelters, learning centers, transitional learning centers, domestic violence centers, after-school programs, rec centers. Wow.
Yes.
Rainbow Days is everywhere. It is everywhere. So if anyone wants to find out more about Rainbow Days, if you need someone who has been trained, who would like to come in and start a group in your facility, if you have a faith-based program at a church, if you have a rec center or what else here, any of these other places, Bridgett Clark is trained and certified to come in and start groups. So please make sure you send an email to more2educate@yahoo.com. That's MORE2EDU8 @yahoo.com. And we will get that information right to Bridgett Clark so that she can get in contact with you and start working one of these groups in your organization so that your organization in the community can begin to help children and families to make sure that they're making the best and the most healthy choices. And we want to make sure that everyone has the hope for a promising future, just as Rainbow Days speaks of. Yes?
Yes, that's correct. Right. Yes.
Thank you. So we're so thankful that Bridgett Clark was here with us today. And again, if you have any questions or concerns as it relates to Rainbow Days, do please email me at educationinsideout.net is our website, and the email address is more2educate@yahoo.com. Thanks for spending time with us. Have a great day.